Dude, that's why we started this.
Yep.
I mean, we both wanted to get a little bit vulnerable
Yep.
and build a platform. And I think when you're willing to get a little bit vulnerable, that's where your true character really shines and where you really grow.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I've been in the same boat for sure. I mean, I was very fortunate growing up. Like I grew up in I'd say upper class family,
Yeah.
and I was very fortunate. Like I pretty much had what I needed. I had a car when I was 16. Like we had a great community. I mean, my dad was a doctor, so I was very fortunate, kind of had what we needed. But I really didn't get my really true case of I didn't really have any serious problems until I was 8th grade, transitioning into my freshman year, and my mom was diagnosed with ALS. And so background on my parents, both my parents played sports in college, both went to Grand Valley. My mom was an All-American, actually. She played basketball and she ran track.
That's
she was in hurdles. Crazy, really, really good athlete. She's in the Hall of Fame there. So when she was diagnosed with ALS going into my freshman year, I mean, this is really in my basketball career where I was getting put on the map. And so I think when you're young, like I kind of had to grow up a little bit quicker than I was supposed to, but with that came more responsibility, and I learned a lot more about myself, and I wasn't afraid to put myself out there because I didn't know how much time we were going to have. So I was willing to get vulnerable then. That was kind of the first real taste that I had, that helped mold me to who I am today.
Man, I think about the 8th grade you, and bro, I'm just so sorry, bro, that you went through that, bro. That's crazy. And like when you were going through that, like what was basketball for you? Did you resent it? Or was it your outlet?
It was a little bit of my outlet. So I have a younger sister too, and our personalities are very different.
Yep.
She's probably the strongest person I've ever met. And for her, it was a little bit easier to not necessarily be as involved with what my mom was going through. It was easier for her to kind of shy away from it. I wanted to be as involved as possible. Like
right.
when she couldn't use her arms anymore, like I was like the one brushing her teeth. Like I was in high school. Like most high schoolers didn't have to go through stuff like that. So basketball was a little bit of an outlet for me. But I mean, I went to a private Catholic school, like all of my elementary and middle school. Like we had 9 graduating kids in my 8th grade class. I was dunking in 8th grade for real. I was 6'4" in 8th grade. So that was like kind of one of my big outlets for me was definitely sports. And I think our parents, this is like the first time I'm realizing this, but I think that's kind of why our parents pushed us to play multiple sports, is to keep us busy and have us, allow us to find some purpose as an entire family. We were kind of navigating this, unforeseen future and uncharted waters. So it was definitely an outlet.
Yeah, well, it's just funny because when you think back on what are the greatest times of your life, it's always the simplest moments with your parents, of like at some game where you walk up to them afterwards and it's like you made them proud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I'm a big deer hunter. So like I love deer camp. I always say it's one of my favorite holidays in the entire year. The older that I get, the more I love deer camp because I sit in the blind with my dad for 2 days straight. 2 days. And we get to talk about life and sports and politics and business and family and friends. And like that's the most time that I get to spend with him out of anywhere in the entire year. And it's like my favorite time. As I grow older and get emotional about it, but like, that's,
well, bro,
it's important.